Your family may not always be perfect, but in the end, they are the people you love, right? They're still the people that are there for you and help you, regardless of how bad things are. Hello, Jeremy Senpai here, and it is Thanksgiving time, a perfect time to be thankful for what we have. Only to throw all that away, not on its head once it's Black Friday. But anyway, we are closing out our month of Hey Arnold with the Thanksgiving special. The episode opens up with Arnold biking to school. Here we see PS 118 putting on a Thanksgiving pageant before going on break. Gerald is looking forward to the holiday, but Arnold hates the holiday as his grandmother celebrates the 4th of July instead. So Arnold has never celebrated a normal Thanksgiving. On the other side, Helga is dreading Thanksgiving because it's predictable to the point that she knows the routine of all of her family members. We get to the final scene of the pageant where Arnold, Helga, Harold, Rhonda, and Stinky are all playing the characters, sitting at the table and having a picture perfect Thanksgiving dinner where everyone gets along, each sharing what they should be thankful for. And with that, the holiday break begins. Helga and Arnold each try in their own efforts to make their Thanksgiving memorable. However, they both respectfully fall into their own predictions. Helga's family all fall into their usual ruts. Bob is more interested in football instead of spending time with her. Olga volunteers Helga to help her with the preparations after her ice sculpture centerpiece overshadows Helga's own. All of this annoys Helga to the point that when they have dinner, Helga says that she's thankful for nothing, which makes Bob angry and sends her to her room, but Helga sneaks out instead, seemingly with her family not knowing. On Arnold's side, the boarders are all preparing to celebrate the 4th of July instead of Thanksgiving. Arnold suggests celebrating Thanksgiving instead, only for everyone to shoot this idea down. Even more upsetting was Arnold dressing up as Ben Franklin. He answers the door only to be met by Harold looking to borrow some marshmallows for his dinner's yams, and only to be a prick and laugh at Arnold, calling him a little old lady before leaving him without what he originally was set to get.
You look like a little bald-headed lady with little rectangle glasses.
Harold, I'd prefer if you didn't tell anyone that you saw me like this.
Arnold dressed up for Thanksgiving like a bald-headed lady with little rectangle glasses.
Shut up! Just shut up, you idiot!
Oh, don't you worry. I'm going to talk about Harold in detail, and I will be very brutal. But back to the episode. This humiliation is the last straw for Arnold as he storms out too. Arnold and Helga meet up and head to the pier, both ruminating over their Thanksgiving failures. This only adds more fuel to the fire when the Mayflower replica crashes into the city bridge, only making their outlook worse than it needs to be. Arnold brings up Mr. Simmons' play, saying that it was the perfect Thanksgiving. So both kids head over to Mr. Simmons' house, believing they can get into Thanksgiving spirit by seeing the best example firsthand. They get to Mr. Simmons' house, and when they peer through the window, they see everyone smiling, which seemingly confirms their belief that Mr. Simmons is having a perfect Thanksgiving. However, that was misleading because they were all just posing for a picture. Mr. Simmons is welcoming to Arnold and Helga, but once they get inside, the entire mood changes. We have Mr. Simmons' mother, his Uncle Chuck, who's devouring the dinner, and his two friends, Joy, who's negative about her life, and Peter, who argues with Mrs. Simmons.
Oh, Peter was coming today.
There's a lot of things you don't know.
Believe it or not, this is actually the episode where it's heavily implied that Mr. Simmons is gay and his friend Peter is his partner. This is further emphasized by the interaction with Mrs. Simmons as she tries to set up her son with Joy and is shown to be very disgusted by Peter. This is common among parents with gay kids. There are those who believe that if they get their gay kids into a straight relationship, then it'll, quote, cure them of it. This was brilliantly written by Bartlett and his crew as they introduced Peter and Joy, kinda making Mr. Simmons being gay something vague that most people wouldn't know to look for. This wouldn't be official until the Jungle movie, where Bartlett would confirm on Twitter that Mr. Simmons is gay and that he is in a relationship with Peter. But for now, back to the plot. Arnold and Helga are quick to realize that Mr. Simmons' family are all the inspiration for his play characters, except in a much more ideal picture perfect Thanksgiving light. Peter and Mrs. Simmons continue arguing. Joy stays negative and sullen, and Uncle Chuck is trying to eat the entire turkey with his bare hands. All the while, Mr. Simmons is trying and failing to keep the peace. Annoyed, Arnold and Helga go into the kitchen and they can't believe how terrible Mr. Simmons' family is, as they don't show any appreciation for the great meal that he has made, and wonder why can't his family just put up with each other for one day when it means a lot to one person. Arnold then has an epiphany about what he just said and realized that he should have followed his own advice. Helga concurs that if Mr. Simmons can put up with his family every year, they can make an attempt to put up with their own families. Mr. Simmons overhears their conversation and breaks down over how much of a mess this Thanksgiving dinner is for him. But Mr. Simmons tells both of them that even though his family is a far contrast to the ideal family he portrayed in his play, he resolves that they are still his family and he is truly thankful for them despite all the problems they're causing for him. He makes it clear that it is his project every year to get them all together and realize just how thankful they are for each other. With this new appreciation for what they have, Arnold and Helga leave Mr. Simmons' house and they wish him a happy Thanksgiving, as his family's fighting is only getting worse. Like Mr. Simmons' situation is incredibly sad, in the play at the beginning, he even broke down crying, given how perfectly it was done. Symbolically, Mr. Simmons is living through this play of what he wishes he could experience in real life, and he endures this every year of seeing his family being dysfunctional and seemingly to trample on his efforts. And despite it all, he remains thankful and hopeful. He never gets angry, even though it's well deserved. Okay, Arnold and Helga both return to their respective homes, realizing that if Mr. Simmons can endure his family, they can do the same. Arnold walks Helga home and sees her inside where her family are going above and beyond to look for her. However, once realizing she's home, they're all relieved and share that they are all thankful for her. Helga gets her own picture perfect Thanksgiving, completed with her centerpiece. Arnold wishes Helga a happy Thanksgiving and goes home, fully willing to celebrate the 4th of July instead of Thanksgiving like he wanted. However, his grandparents and the other boarders surprise him with a real Thanksgiving feast, giving Arnold what he wanted and embrace a little bit of his old traditions as they still shoot off the fireworks. And the episode ends here. Okay, this episode is a great example of being thankful. The lesson here is that your family and friends aren't always picture perfect, like you see in examples in pictures or plays like Arnold and Helga did. But in the end, if they truly do appreciate and love you, then you should be thankful for them despite their flaws. That doesn't mean be a pushover. Instead, make yourself be heard if there's an issue, and maybe you can meet in the middle and know what it means to be thankful for your loved ones. But these are just my thoughts. Please share yours in the comments down below. Have a happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Remember to be thankful for everyone you have. Thank you for making it to the end of the video. Hit like and subscribe if you like what you heard. You all really make me feel thankful. And you do so even more if you did these little things. Happy Thanksgiving. See you next time.